Despite Fortnite Season 3 just releasing, update 25.10 is already on the staging servers, meaning it's releasing next week. Despite more movement being added and so much more that everybody will be happy about, of course, as you can see by the title, we're going to be going over how to unlock all the superstars, especially the gold skins that you definitely won't want to miss out on. Last video I asked you guys to name this emote, and here's a ton of hearted comments on screen right now that got it right. This now, however, is our new emote, so let me know what this is down below in the comments, and if you get it right and your comment gets hearted, it could be showed on screen in the next video. And considering we're incredibly close to 2.55 million subscribers, whilst you're clicking buttons, hit the button, turn on all notifications. After all, it only benefits you, as we do try and give different subscribers every single day, with proof for that on screen right now. It would put a giant smile on my face and cheer up Charlie the Charcoal Pug if you could enter code FM1 inside the Fortnite item shop right now. Literally, I believe one of the shortest codes to enter, and it greatly supports us and the channel. Diving straight into it all, starting out with something controversial many people are happy and unhappy about at the same time: the Red Eye Assault Rifle being unvaulted in all rarities and being replaced with the MK Alpha Assault Rifle. You're gonna have to let me know which is your favourite out of these down below in the comments. Personally, I prefer the Red Eye, but this has just been vaulted. It's a nice change to use the MK Alpha, to be honest. The last I remember using this was in Chapter 3 Season 1 from the Foundation in the Mythic rarity. Of course, these changes were made in a small hotfix, not the first big downtime update, which is going to be releasing next week as mentioned at the start of the video, as it's on the staging servers. But speaking of this update, it's been determined the exact date it will be occurring. As you can see, some data miners are stating now that it's going to be Tuesday the 20th of June 2023. Of course, this season, like Chapter 2 Season 3 and Chapter 3 Season 3 going over the summer, we're going to be seeing a summer event full of free rewards, but this won't be the update to actually bring that around. How we know this is based off not only the correlation to the start of the No Sweat summer event last year, obviously going over, well, summer. This was early July, but also on top of that, Hypex leaked before the start of this season that this would be starting the summer event this year, 2023, on July 4th, which I'm guessing is when we're going to be seeing update 25.20. And considering other data miners have been able to conclude it's going to be called 14 Days of Summer, this is going to be going over a fortnight. No pun intended. But yes, over a 2-week period, meaning we can earn the free rewards, becoming available more each day over this duration until it ends. Rewinding back to the present, however, literally today when you're watching this video or as soon as it's uploaded, Palo stated it's going to be rotating out this PlayStation Celebration Pack called the Chili Mystery Equipment Pack. In this, for those that don't know, we got this harvesting tool, banner, sticker, and also wrap, which correlate the colour theme of everything that does have colour here to this survey skin of Cryptic wearing a bomber jacket. Many people thought this would be the next celebration pack after this one, of course, considering this has basically give us his equipment or other cosmetics surrounding the set, and then the skin would be the next, but this isn't the case, as right now there are no encrypted packs in the files, meaning everything is decrypted, and that meaning data miners have access or can see everything, and Cryptic off the surveys in this form is nowhere to be seen, as you can see on fmbr.co. They do typically release one of these every single season, just like the starter pack, which is soon actually becoming unavailable at the release last season, giving us more time to actually buy this if you wish, being the cross comms pack. As you can see, FireMonkey stated it's now been updated on all platforms to leave on June 19th at 8 PM ET, the day before 25.10, which will introduce then on that date, or literally on the rotation out of this one, the Combat Tech Jewels starter pack with this dual wield harvesting tool, revamp of jewels, back bling, and also 600 V-Bucks, for the price of literally £2.99 or $3.99 US, being worth it in itself for the 600 V-Bucks we actually get out of the pack instead of also the cosmetics on top. Honestly though, cosmetics right now are not something we need to worry about or are in lack of. We've literally just received the battle pass with 8 brand new outfits and 14 pages of rewards, 30 of those being 100% free that you can see on screen right now, by the way, which I think is amazing if you don't own the paid battle pass or got gifted it. And speaking of this season releasing, despite also unvaulting the MK Assault Rifle, of course raptors are now wildlife on the island that we can hatch from eggs and find around the jungle biome, which unlike Chapter 2 Season 6 we can ride now in-game from actually taming them once jumping on their backs. And speaking of the first place, we saw this confirmed anyways in the key art loading screen. This weapon right here we all thought was going to act similarly to the kinetic blade or shockwave hammer in terms of a movement mechanic. Despite this boomerang being very fun to use, it's not useful in terms of moving around the map, and movement is something that's definitely lacking this season, but not for long, as quad crashes are also going to be returning. Coding for these obviously suggests they will be returning soon, perhaps in 25.10, alongside the grapple glove. As FireMonkey stated, the grapple glove might be returning in the near future due to loopholes being updated to support NPCs selling grapple gloves again. These were initially introduced in last chapter Season 3, so it would make sense, of course, with that going over the summer too, you know, in the Indiana Jones secret skin season. It doesn't just stop there though in terms of previous movement being re-implemented to traverse around the island more and perhaps help us in these situations of being on top of the indestructible jungle trees. As you can see, FireMonkey stated Chapter 4 Season 3 dailies this season mention items not currently enabled in the loot pool once again, such as the repair torch, shockwave hammer, which of course is this thing, buzz, and then also dialer drop, look, but of course the main focus of this for movement being the shockwave hammer in itself. If both of these get unvaulted in 25.10, can you imagine the overpowered movement combo that we're going to be having with the grapple glove and the shockwave hammer? Although people think right now that 25.10 is going to be later than June 20th, as we see on the super styles section or bonus rewards, the 3 last pages being the enlightened styles, which as you can see by the title of this video end in gold. 10 days from now when I'm recording happens to land on June 23rd, but I'm guessing this is just going to change when 25.10 does roll around on June 20th, implementing the selectable styles for 5 of the skins. Literally always the last reward or last style for the tier 100 skin, being definitely one of these, is level 200 Optimus Prime in his gold form. But Firemonkey makes a good point right here, and I want to know off you guys, out of every skin in this season's battle pass, which 5 or should I say 4 skins do you think will be getting super level variants in 25.10's update? Of course I say 4, considering the big question mark on all of the pages will be Optimus Prime, as it's level 100, and we always see level 100 on here every season for a super or enlightened style. And despite gold always being the final rarity or colour for the last page of 6 in the bonus rewards section, looking like this on all of the skins, but we're not going to be seeing on all of them, only 5. Let me know down below in the comments what other types of styles or stages in terms of the colours we're going to be seeing for pages 4 and 5. On top of more ways to move around the map being added very soon, according to FNBR News JP, Epic is working on a splash version of Slap Juice, which should function like the Chug Splashes, but instead give you the slap effect. Firemonkey also follows up with it's also currently set to be exotic, only similar to the Chili Chug Splash, so you'd have normal Chug Splash, a Chug Splash that gives players a temporary speed boost, and a Slap Splash that gives you unlimited energy temporarily. Once again, ways to heal is something we're not lacking this season, especially with the newly introduced plants that give us health or shield, on top of the fact the Chug Splash cannons are still located inside of loot llamas once we destroy them. And before we move on to some new weapons being added, integrated to do with the LEGO collaboration that you definitely won't want to miss out on, Hypex just wanted to quickly remind us right here that this is all of the Season 3 loot pool changes come June 9th when it released. Vaulted, heighted, explosive assault rifle, overclock pulse rifle, auto aim pistol, twin mag SMG, normal DMR, Chug Splashes, shield bubbles, shield keg, combat shotgun, mythic enhanced havoc shotgun, dragon breath sniper, and unvaulted are the thermal floppers, exotic tracker pistol, combat SMG, and drum shotgun up to mythic. These are incredibly overpowered, the mythic drum shotguns, and how you can get them is from capturing the flag on the floating island. It literally gives them every single time. Although that's a lot of changes for already existing weapons, despite them adding new ones into the Season 3 loot pool or just Fortnite in general, they're going to be adding, or should I say unvaulting, even more in 25.10 or beyond, as Hypex stated upcoming backpack minigun, assault weapon, a heavy weapon with high damage and extreme rate of fire, and a huge magazine size, very inaccurate unless aiming down sights from a fixed position and firing in short bursts. On top of that, he also tweeted out about an upcoming chain launcher and gameplay for it that you're seeing on screen right now, and it seems like it's going to be only useful on vehicles as of now, he states, but it's still unfinished, so maybe Fortnite has other purposes for it, and those other purposes, these potential other purposes, he's had pointed out by somebody else over on Twitter to be a part of a LEGO collaboration, as the upcoming chain launcher uses LEGO chains for some reason. They might already be working on custom items for their upcoming collab, which we know is going to be huge. We already know prior to this season starting, as Hypex tweeted out on May 10th, Fortnite and LEGO are working on unique modes in Fortnite with LEGO NPCs and bosses, custom UI, LEGO models, world, and something called adventures. Don't forget too the importance or how big this collab's going to be based off of that leak, combined with the fact Epic Games sent an internal email to employees saying priorities shift to must succeed initiatives. These projects obviously include first the LEGO collaboration and even Chapter 5, which we know is going to be releasing after Chapter 4 Season 4 later this year in December or the end of November. As we didn't see the first storyline related live event of the second season of this chapter like we have for all the others, Chapter 2 Season 2 The Device, Chapter 3 Season 2 Collision, with each Season 3 of a chapter being a summer season or over the summer period, the season that is ongoing anyways doesn't receive a live event, as over this free rewards 14 days of summer, Epic Games are out of office. Of course, next season is Chapter 4 Season 4, and that will mean the finale one then that's currently being worked on will be the first live event of this chapter, codenamed Jury, and currently in the files, which we know has been worked on at least since mid-Chapter 4 Season 2, so hopefully it's really good. And although we've just seen a new battle pass with the recent release of this season, it looks like we're going to be seeing another that nobody seems to be talking about, potentially in as early as 25.10 alongside the whole event for this new racing mode. As Sheena stated before this season release, the racing LTM or mode will have its own battle pass similar to what we've seen with Dragon Ball, Most Wanted, and then Star Wars even last season. So far Chapter 4 has had a mini battle pass in each of the seasons, and this is going to be the one for Chapter 4 Season 3, so with Doctor Who's 60th anniversary being in November, of course this would only line up then to have one every single season of Chapter 4, with some of the cosmetics, as you can see, whether placeholders or actual ones we'll receive, already being leaked on here. I'm just saying, considering in all the ones of Chapter 4 so far to these mini battle passes, we've been able to get a free skin. Maybe the one for this racing LTM is to do with Peely, or particularly Peely wearing a crown, as we literally have the umbrella glider kind of teasing this, being well made of bananas and a crown, which many people think correlates to this loading screen from when Peely was initially introduced the season of Chapter 1 Season 8. Despite the themes correlating in itself, both having jungle biomes, of course with a volcano in Chapter 1 Season 8 being the only difference, it doesn't mean that we won't see this the entire season, as other data miners and Fortnite news outlets over on Twitter have pointed out that there's so many cosmetics within this battle pass, or literally ones that are volcanoes surrounding, well, volcanoes and the potential return of an area like this. Regardless, drop a like in today's video if you learned something new or enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on so that you don't miss any future uploads. But as for where you go to now, click this video I've picked out for you on screen whilst you wait for that very next one I do publish on the channel.